Something's not right.
Coming up next on the adventures of Sinbad.
Feroz. I must advise you and your friend to leave Scruff at once. If you stay, you might well contract the sickness.
I'm not sick! All my family's
Where are you taking
I'm
my
not
daddy?
sick!
Disarm them and chain them up down below.
Oh no.
What's that mark on his arm?
Help us! Get me out of here!
She's sick. Look at her. Then let Feroz and I work on the cure.
Something's wrong with him! He's infected. This ship will be a hellhole for all of us. No!
What is she saying?
The truth. The deadly truth.
Time for your tattoo.
Sinbad. Who is he?
The captain of my ship.
Sinbad!
So, this is the famous port of Stroth.
Supposed to be.
Trade center of the Western Seas. Must not be trade day today, huh?
Does seem quiet.
You know about this place, Feroz. What do you make of it?
Well, it's barely morning. Though there's usually more people than this.
I see one to be exact.
Something's not right.
I'll go to the town center. The traders should be opening for business soon.
I'll go with you. I know the town.
And as I recall from your frequent mention of her, a certain young lady? Vonda? Vanka?
Velda.
Velda.
She's a colleague.
A colleague.
A scientist and physician like myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my interest in her is purely professional.
Yeah.
I'm a sailor, a seeker. Never a second night in any port. I don't have time for trifles of the heart.
Of course not.
It wouldn't be fair to any woman to see me but what, twice a year? One couldn't expect.
Feroz, let's just find out what this is all about, huh? It's like a ghost town.
Strange. Very strange.
Say the least.
I think we should go to Velda's house. I think we should go now.
Lead the way.
Velda?
Feroz.
This is Sinbad.
I'm very glad to meet you. Excuse my appearance.
Are you all right? You look exhausted.
I am. But for good reason. Feroz, though I'm delighted to see you, I must advise you and your friend to leave Scruff at once.
Why?
An epidemic has overtaken this city. None of my medicines have been effective. As with any city, we have been visited by disease before, but never like this.
So you've tried the medicines?
I did. It seemed to work. Those afflicted started to recover. Then they relapsed. Died. Feroz, I don't know why.
Perhaps if you made the medicine more potent.
Exactly, Feroz, exactly. I only need more foxglove to double the potency.
Foxglove? It grows in abundance near here.
It does. But because of the quarantine, I have not been allowed to gather it.
This is ridiculous. We'll get it for you.
No. If you stay, you might well contract the sickness. You must go. Before it's too late. Listen to me. It's too dangerous.
Just take it as it comes.
Who are these men?
Who are we? Who are you?
They're my friends. They only just arrived. And as for me, the city protectorate himself sanctioned my work on the cure.
We have reports that you've become infected.
Not true. I'm only tired.
No doubt your friends are infected too. You must all go into quarantine.
Please listen. I've been working very hard on a cure for the sickness.
She only needs one more ingredient, and it's found just outside of the city.
I said you're all going into quarantine. It's too dangerous to allow people to travel outside the city limits.
But...
No argument.
Oh, I think there's a little room for disagreement.
Let's go! Drop your
There
sword.
are too many. We must surrender.
Hardly. Can't get away. Take Hilda and go! Now!
She's our only hope for the cure! I'll be right behind you!
Don't move. You're under arrest. Still no sign of him? How long have Sinbad and Farouz been gone?
They should have been back.
I said that when Rongar held up 2 fingers. I said that when Rongar held up 1 finger.
They're in trouble.
Which means it's time to go looking for them. What is this?
Your vessel is under quarantine.
By whose order?
The Protectorate.
Quarantine? For what disease?
Nobody is allowed into the city or out of it. The illness cannot be allowed to spread.
Wait a minute. We just arrived. No one is sick here. So we'll just go into town, get our 2 crewmates, and be
I
out.
don't think you've understood me, sailor. You're not going anywhere.
Now, let's go to town. Get off our ship! Maybe you didn't hear me.
Disarm them and chain them up down below. If they try to resist, kill them.
Everything. Come on. Down below. Get up.
May not be an expert on this illness, but you don't even have a temperature.
I told you. I'm only tired. Those who get the sickness first experience a fever, then a rapid decline in health. It's puzzling. Symptoms I could once easily treat now flare into violent death. Oh no.
Oh. What is it, Vilda?
That's Jerton. He's one of the wealthiest merchants in Scruff. He was also one of the Protected's closest friends. If he's here, no one can escape. He won't last long now.
Who reports the afflicted? Like you were reported on.
Everyone reports on everyone. Even family members at the slightest sign of sickness. Fear is everywhere. Scruff is now a land of hysteria.
Me? What's that mark on his arm?
It's the tattoo of quarantine. And we'll be next.
Not if we can get out of here.
If we could get out of here, we could finish the cure.
I only need the extra foxglove.
Wait a minute. It just doesn't make sense. Why would they jail you when you can provide the cure?
I don't know. I thought the city protectorate would allow me sufficient time.
Tell me about this protectorate.
His name is Burrell. He ruled fairly before all this.
And who were those thugs who brought us here?
They're called the Death Riders. They spare no one. They drag people from their homes, beat them, burn their houses.
Why is Burrell not stopping this?
Help us! Help us! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! I feel fine!
Rongar, how many more did you hear up above? That makes only 3.
If you didn't notice, we're chained. Maybe we should just wait and hope they bring Sinbad and Fruz back and let us leave.
In case you didn't notice, these guys aren't exactly escorts. Now, whatever they're plotting, we're gonna have to plot ahead of them.
Yeah, you're right. What do you have in mind?
Thinking on it.
That's him. That's Burrell. The other is his brother, Karga.
Where is he? Where's Jerton? Get him out of here. Take his body to his family.
Those infected must be burnt.
He was my friend. He deserves and he will get a worthy burial.
As you wish.
Why are you here? You're supposed to be working on a cure.
My medicine lab was destroyed. It was reported that I had contracted the sickness.
Which she hasn't.
Who are you?
Now, this is Captain Sinbad. And this is Firuz, the most able physician Baghdad has ever known. With their help, I'm convinced I can produce a cure.
She's sick. Look at her. We can't risk allowing her out into the populace.
Karga's right. I can't take that risk now.
Then let Firuz and I work on the cure. We arrived only this morning. We can't already be infected.
Trust them. They may be our only chance.
Put us under guard. Your guard. I give you my word. We won't try to escape.
Release them. They're to be taken to my residence. We'll reconstruct the chemistry lab there.
You will allow these people into our home?
Yes, I will. I will try anything to take this damnation away from this city.
You remember the ingredients we discussed?
Yes.
Oh, you're so brave. I wish we could do this together.
Be back for you. I promise.
Everybody ready? All right, here we go.
Something's wrong with him! You have to unchain him. He's infected. This ship will be a hellhole for all of us.
Let's throw him overboard.
There's one more topside. It's mine.
Grappa, put on this one's uniform, pretend to stand sentry. Mosley, you keep those two below decks quiet. Chain them up. Now, let's go find out what's keeping Sinbad and Firuz.
I'm not sick! On my family's dead, my pal, and I'm not sick! Let me get my purse! I'll give you anything!
So this is how you're stomping out the sickness.
Duvar?
I know. I don't like anything I'm seeing.
I think we should split up. Try and find Sinbad and Firuz as quickly as possible.
All right, we'll meet back here when the sun's at 4. Be careful.
Eldest things are already here. I'll mix the ingredients, then we'll get the foxglove.
Who are you? Really?
You already know who we are.
Do I now? I think you're lying.
You're entitled to your fear. And I'm entitled not to have a blade in my face.
Let's be clear on this. You're entitled only to what I allow.
Take away your blade, or I'll take you down.
You're welcome to try.
Karga?
These men cannot be trusted. They must be watched.
My guards will see to it. As for you, Karga, I want you to leave. Karga? Go. Now.
Catch you later.
Please, forgive my brother. The tragedy that's visited this city is a great burden on us both.
We don't need apologies. We need a cure.
Only one additional ingredient is needed. It's plentiful in the woods nearby.
My men will take you there. You can do this, can't you?
It's my opinion that this illness isn't as serious as it appears.
People are dying. How can it be less serious?
Let's say this, then, that I share Velda's belief that a cure is close at hand.
I hope you're right.
Stop! Where do you think you're going?
I was going for a walk.
Stop!
Is it a crime to walk the streets of Scroff?
It is?
Well, I guess I'll just have to hitch a ride with you two then.
He thinks he's gonna hitch a ride with us?
Over there! You're under arrest! Hey!
better be quiet.
Oh, no.
Come on, keep moving. Get in there.
Here. You know, you two look a little lonely.
Quarantine can be tough on a woman.
Maybe the two of us and the two of you should entertain each other.
Feisty.
No!
What is this?
She must have the fever.
Come on.
Let's get out of here.
How did you...
Are you all right?
Yes.
Do you have this sickness?
No, I'm only tired. Tired and very afraid. My name is Valda.
Valda? I'm Feruz's shipmate, Bryn. I'm looking for him and Sinbad.
They were arrested in my house. Then we were all brought here.
Where are they now?
They've gone to the Protectorate's manor. They promised to produce a cure for the sickness.
If anyone can, it's Feruz.
But I'm convinced now there is no cure.
What do you mean?
I never understood all of this before, but now I do. People are brought here. People who have been reported as infected. Then they're given that tattoo. Then they fall sick. Then they die.
The tattoo.
Must be some kind of poison. Whatever you do, don't let the guards near you with that needle.
Sinbad will be back for us soon.
No. I hope you're right. I fear for their lives.
The guards look edgy.
Yeah. Let's finish up. Do we have enough?
We should have more than enough once we boil them.
Let's get back to the manor.
What are they here for?
Good question.
Who are they?
Our friends.
We've been set up.
They should think so.
We're marked men.
Definitely appears that way.
There's more coming our way.
Let's go.
What's going on?
Your physicians, they lied to you. It was all a trick to escape quarantine.
They've gone?
They're not only gone, they killed your guards. Don't worry, we'll find them. They're dead men.
What's happening to this city? Who will find a cure for this sickness?
We will continue to patrol and quarantine the sick, burn the contaminated houses. That's all we can do.
So many of our friends have died. It's as if it strikes them worst of all.
You must remain strong. Your leadership reassures the people. If anything happened to you, dear brother, there would be no controlling the city.
Guard, I want you to go to the dungeon. Bring me the woman called Valda.
Good. Very good.
We've captured the woman from the boat.
What about the others?
They're still eluding us.
Must I do this all by myself? Must I? Where is she?
In the dungeon.
We'll go there now. Yeah, let's go.
Dermot! Brennan and the others must be looking for us. Dermot can take us there, but we're gonna need faster travel. Ask and you shall receive. Oh.
Good work.
Thanks. Lead the way.
Where's Velda?
You tell me.
Don't get smart with me. Where's Velda?
Where is she?
One of the protected Scots came and took her away.
Did she receive her tattoo?
Not that I'm aware of.
When did they take her away?
Only a few minutes before you arrived, Master Carter.
Burrell, you fool. Going to ruin everything. Sinbad. Who is he?
The captain of my ship.
And where can we find the rest of your shipmates?
How should I know? I'm locked up in here.
If anyone comes looking for her, imprison them. If they resist, kill them.
Rongar! See anyone? Bryn's not back yet? I've been everywhere. I've learned nothing. There's Dermot. Sinbad, thank God.
Quiet! There are Death Riders everywhere. Where's Bryn?
We were supposed to meet back here. She hasn't turned up yet.
There they are! Spread out!
I'm getting awfully sick of these guys.
Well, let's get rid of them.
Yeah, let's.
I'll take that.
time for your tattoo.
I'm not sick.
It's been reported otherwise.
I've already been quarantined. I don't need a tattoo.
You need what we say you need. Always keep a spare.
Open the door. You can open it, or I can make you open it.
Don't mind if I do.
Sinbad! Where have you been?
Where's Velda?
Burrell took her to the manor. He wants her to work on the cure if it's still possible.
It is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
Karga came here to kill Velda, to silence her.
Silence her?
He's the one giving the sickness to the people. The tattoo, it's poisoned.
Murderer. If here it's Velda.
We're gonna stop him.
Velda's in great danger.
Any ideas on how to get inside?
I say we rush him.
Easy, Fruz. We're going through those guys into hell if need be. But we don't rush crossbows.
Why aren't you working on the cure?
It's beyond my power to stop this.
You lied to me.
No. There's something strange going on.
I don't believe you. You betrayed my trust in your friends.
They're only trying to help.
They killed my guards, ran off to save themselves.
And who told you that?
Karga saw them do it.
Karga. Now there's your treachery.
Why would he lie?
Tell me this. Who have suffered the greatest losses from this sickness? How many wealthy friends have you lost? Like Jerton.
What are you saying?
What needs to be said?
She's got the sickness. She must be returned to quarantine.
And given the tattoo. The poison tattoo that kills all who receive it. It's not the fever. It's the tattoo.
What is this? What is she saying?
The truth. The deadly truth. He's killing the people.
Karga. This can't be.
But it is. We have the wealthiest city in the land at our feet, and do you profit from it? No. You allow the merchants to grow fat while you collect your meager annual stipend.
It's true. You are systematically and maliciously killing all of Scrov's.
Where do you think we get our riches from?
Confiscated.
From the homes of the infected.
You murderer.
Only because you've been too weak. Never realized what kind of life we could have had.
If I'd have known. You are a walking evil. A curse stalking this city.
And soon I'll be the cure.
You won't get away with this.
But I will. The sickness will vanish. And all will be well. Especially for me, the new protectorate of the people.
I won't allow it. I command you.
You command no one. You ordered me around my entire life. Now it's time it stopped.
What is this? Let's move closer. Handle him! I'm going after Velma. I'm going with you.
You know, you've always stood in my way, but I've always been much more clever than you, and a much better swordsman.
And how will you explain my death?
You fell victim to the sickness, like so many of the others.
The sailors have entered the courtyard. How close are they?
Close. It's over.
No, it's just begun. I finally discovered someone I loathe worse than my weak brother!
Your Death Riders have taken their last ride.
Sorry. No. There'll be no mourning for me. He was the plague upon our city. And the plague is finally cured.
Thank you for everything. Thank you. We'll put this gold to good use.
You've been very generous.
Well, I only hope you come back soon.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Our antidote to the tattoo poison seems to work.
Yes, we work well together.
Have you heard of the work of Cyrenisis? He grows molds on bread, then uses them medicinally.
Yes.
You saved the city of Baruch from the yellow fever outbreak?
I think it was a spotted fever.
Remember the fever of Anarcha? Fleas for rat spread.
Yes. There are many kinds of fever. Tularemia strain.
Clostridium strain.
Coccidio. Edomycosis.
Captain, thank you. Goodbye.
Kesiferos, Captain's orders.
I like those two together.
But now that we got them together, how do we get them apart?
It was only at great expense that I was able to purchase this.
Next time on The Adventures of Sinbad.
It is our destinies to follow this quest. Just like you.
Something has control of our ship.
I have waited lifetimes for this man.
If he surpasses all the tests, then he will have proved himself.
He will.
Something's approaching.
It uses its teeth to transmit a charge.
They're all around us!
Come with me.
Sinbad.
What?
Kill only her. The next test is the Tunnel of Fire.
Appears to be venting some sort of volcanic activity.
Something went wrong here.
This is Lucius.
This isn't what it seems.
They're coming!
Seize them all!
Sinbad!
Come with me. Be with me.